Hello, I'm Joe McDermott, and I'm proud to be your senator from the 34th Legislative District, representing West Seattle, White Center, Burien, and Vashon and Maury Islands. We're scheduled to adjourn the 2010 legislative session in just under 2 weeks. As we work toward our adjournment date, the bulk of our efforts will focus on approving a budget that will plug our $2.8 billion budget hole in a responsible way. The state budget is not only the biggest piece of policy we pass each year, it is also a moral document. It is our statement of our values and priorities. And as Senate Majority Leader Lisa Brown said recently, the budget is no less than the vision of the future we want to create for our families and our communities. To plug our budget hole, the Senate budget proposal released last week uses reserves, federal funds, and various fund shifts to the tune of $1.1 billion. Cuts services and employee compensation by $838 million and raises $918 million in new revenue. The majority of the new revenue comes from closing more than 24 tax loopholes. Traditionally, once these tax loopholes are enacted, they go unexamined. This has meant that the beneficiaries do not have to defend them alongside supporters of other core budget priorities annually. Our legislation attempts to right that wrong. Another $313 million in new revenue would come from a 3-year increase to the state sales tax by 0.3 of a penny. To offset the regressive nature of the state sales tax, the proposal fully funds the working family tax credit. And another $86 million would be generated by a $1 per pack increase to the state cigarette tax. These new revenues will protect all-day kindergarten, protect the financial aid need grant, fund 6,000 additional worker retraining slots in our community colleges, protect 60,000 working poor individuals on our state's affordable health insurance, the basic health plan, and protect some home care for seniors. I ask you to consider this. If the Senate budget proposal were signed into law, the legislature would cut $5 billion out of the budget in a year's time while raising just $918 million in new revenue to solve a $12 billion problem. The budget cuts would represent the steepest enacted by any Washington state legislature in state history. We are not, and we have not, rushed to raise taxes. Rather, we have and we continue to cut and reform government. Our budget proposal folds 3 natural resource agencies, the Department of Natural Resources, the Department of Fish and Wildlife, and State Parks into one agency. It also dramatically restructures and renames the General Assistance Unemployable Program, which provides a modest amount of cash to those who are disabled and cannot work and have no other programs to turn to, and renames it the Disability Lifeline Program. The proposal released last week truly is just the beginning. As we work to find a compromise with the House, I want to hear from you. Please don't hesitate to contact me with any questions or concerns. It's my honor to serve you. I'm Joe McDermott, your 34th District Senator. Thanks for tuning in.